In 2021, the motu proprio Traditionis Custodes caused a sensation. With this personal letter, Pope Francis severely restricted the celebration of Holy Mass in the Tridentine rite. Pope Benedict had reauthorized the traditional Latin Mass as an extraordinary form of the Roman rite in 2007. However, with Traditionis Custodes, Francis had rescinded his predecessor's motu proprio and initially decreed that permission from a diocesan bishop was needed to celebrate Masses in the Tridentine rite. On February the 21st, 2023, the Holy Father published a rescript.
Also es ist nicht ein motu proprio, das hat nicht selber sich ausgedacht.
It is not a motu proprio, so the Pope did not come up with it himself, and it was not recommended to him to write it himself, but it was presented to him by the congregation, and he then signed it in the context of the audience. This rescript is about the fact that the application of Traditionis Custodes has obviously caused difficulties. 2 points are mentioned. One is the celebration of the extraordinary form in parish churches, and then the question of allowing the use of the 1962 missal by priests who were ordained after the entry into force of Traditionis Custodes. Traditionis Custodes was already very clear in that point, but in the case of parish churches, it was not. And as a result, some diocesan bishops probably gave dispensations and allowed masses in parish churches, which is against the text of Traditionis Custodes. And in this regard, it has now been clearly said, you cannot do that. Giving this permission is reserved for the Holy See and must therefore be applied for there.
Das ist dem Heiligen Stuhl vorbehalten und muss deshalb dort beantragt werden.
Prior to the publication of Traditionis Custodes, Francis had conducted a survey among bishops regarding the traditional Latin Mass. The results of this survey ultimately prompted the Pope to make today's restrictions.